For the training today, I hope each of you should have received this email right here. This is in my Yahoo account, but you should have received an email called My Family History Calling. And I hope that you'll take some time to look through these. And if you don't receive them, let me know and we'll get you on the list so that you can receive them. And as you can see, there's just a lot of different topics that they are discussing, like consultant tips, what to do when members can't see ordinances, what's new on family search, and just various different items and things that will be really good just to keep you updated on what's happening. And I wanted to go over a little bit this one right here, a faster, easier method for attaching records to entire families. Right now, all you can do is when you find a record, you can only attach it to one person at a time. And this is a new feature that's coming out, and they really want consultants to help with this. So all you do is click on this purple box there, and I'll have a link to this on the training too, so you can go to it easier. So here it just explains some things about it, like I said, how you can attach to entire families. And this is where it says, we invite all Family History Center consultants to try out the early access to this tool and provide us feedback on your experience. And to turn the tool on in your chosen web browser, you have to load this URL. So you just click on this. Well, let me show you what happens. I already did this, so I'm not sure if it'll work the same. But you just click on that little link there, and then this comes up. And after you close it, anytime you go to Family Tree, the next time you open Family Tree, then it will come up the way it should, that I'm going to show you here in a minute. So let me show you how we can attach records to families all at once. So this is just in my family tree. I've already logged in and everything, and this is one of my ancestors, Luther Monroe Williams, born 1860, died in 1951. And so I'm going to go search for records, because I have only, as you can see here, I've only got one source attached so far. So what you want to do, and I want to go find more sources for him. So I'm going to click right here on Search Records. And I hope that you're using this feature. This is awesome. So I've already attached one of these. What I want to look at is this one right here, Luther M. Williams. He's born in 1861. His spouse is Sarah, which is what I have. So what I do and I want to attach this source to him, or at least let me go look at it first to make sure. So I click on him, and he comes up right here. So this is the 1910 census. They're in Florida. And as I look through it, you definitely want to look through it and make sure, here he is with his wife, and I know that these are his children because that's what I have in research that I've done. So I'm going to go ahead. Usually I would look at it, but we're not going to look at it right this minute. I want to go ahead and attach this to my family tree to do it as a source. And I guess I haven't signed in, so let's go ahead and sign in. I was signed in. Okay, nice. Now I'm signed in. Okay, so let me show you. So now it shows, when you actually attach the source, then it comes up with how you can go view it in Family Tree. And now this is the new box that comes up, Review Attachments. And this is where you're going to be able to attach it to more than one person in the tree. So let me just click on Review Attachments. So we've already connected it to Luther, and now we're going to review attachments to see how we attach it to the other members of the family. And it should come up here in a couple minutes. Hopefully not everybody's doing it at the same time. Okay, so here we are. So when I first saw this, I thought it looked a little confusing. So let me just explain this a little bit. So I guess everything hasn't come up yet either. It's still working. But when it comes up, this side over here on the left is going to be the source. So the 1910 census that we just pulled up will show up over here. And on this side is your family tree. So the left side is the record that the Family Search found, and the right side is family tree. Okay, and hopefully it should come up. All right, okay, it looks like it's coming up. So here we go. The left side, in the 1910 census, it tells you what it is, what record it is. And then there's Luther M. Williams is the head, and Sarah A. Williams is his wife. And this is the census again on this side. So make sure you look at these headings. And then this side is family tree. And it's asking me, okay, it's already attached. See right here in the middle? It shows that if you want to detach it, since I've already attached it to him, it's just already done that. So if I don't want to, if I want to change my mind, I can, which is really good. That's really good that you can. And so here we go, attaching them to other people. And if this is the wrong person in your tree, if it's not matched up right, see this change button? You can just click that and you can change it to the right person right there. You can find the right person and change that. So that is the information there. And then also on this particular ancestor, he actually has more than one wife. So if they have more than one wife, see how when I hovered over this little arrow that points to the left, then I could go ahead and choose the other wife if I'd like. So just so you understand that. And then you can also look at the details here. And this is on your family tree. And this is really nice because, so this actually shows, again, my family tree and then the census, and it just shows, the information side by side. And just to make sure it's right, you can open the details and you see the details of both sides. So what I can do, let me go ahead and close those just so then it's not so much information. So since I know that this is Sarah Ann and that's the same thing as the one in the census, I'm going to go ahead and just attach that. And so that is going to attach that to her, to Sarah Anna, and it's also attached to Luther. And if I want to, here it says you can add this place, so I'll just have a timeline that in 1910 they were living in this place. So I could add this over to Sarah. So that'll give me like a residence for her. And then you can put the reason that you attach this source, and I would say something like, this shows the living children in 1910. In 1910. So, but whatever, like if you're trying to prove a point, then you may want to say something else. Maybe someone has put on extra children and they've lived longer than 1910, then you might be able to dispute some of the things that they've said. And then over here too, on the left-hand side, you can tag the different events. I mean, this you can use for her name, her birth, and her gender because, it gives an about birth year, 1856. Well, or 1867, which, as you can see, that might be a discrepancy, so maybe something you need to look at. So anyway, let's go ahead. We've already put the information and added what we wanted, and then we can just attach it. Okay, so as you can see, we've attached it to Luther and then his wife, Sarah. Okay, so what's neat about this program is it'll actually go down. So these are the children on the right-hand side again that are on my tree. On the left is the census. And if you forget, come up to the top and you can see that again. Say, okay, now which side is mine and which side is, the record I'm looking at. So in here you see that it'll try to match up the children. And this says Harvey W. Williams. And, a census, when they did the transcribing, someone may have thought it was a W when it was really an M. But you can go ahead and check the details again, make sure it's the same, and go ahead. I know that's the same person. I'm going to go ahead and attach. And I'm going to add where he was living, just to kind of have all that information together. And then it keeps the same reason. You might even say this is one of their, this is the son to Luther and Sarah Williams. You know, whatever you want to put on that. You can get really detailed, or especially if you, like I said, are trying to justify maybe something that you have. So same with these, you can go ahead, if you feel like it's just the same, you don't have to do the details, go ahead and attach, and you can add that, and go ahead and attach. But you can go ahead through all of these and attach them, and just make sure they're the right people. Okay, look at this one, the Lou A. Williams, it's matching up with an Ernest Shelton Williams. I know that's not right. So what I do is you can just drag this person down to where they should be. So I'm going to go ahead and drag her down because it's Lou A. Williams. And as you can see, there's a Lou Ada Ossie Williams. So that would match up. So that's just how you move it around. I'm glad that that came up, because if you need to move something, you just hold it and you just drag it where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and touch this and add the place. And then I would want to put, this is a daughter instead of a son. Whoops, and if I can spell daughter right, that would be awesome. All right, so this is that. So that, I believe, is all, and then go ahead and attach. So just a little bit quicker way, don't you think, than having to go find it for each person. You can go ahead and attach it to all the children. And then also, like I said, if you make a mistake, you can just detach it right there. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to show you. I'll go ahead and send, there's some information too that they have on the blog that goes through this in detail. And I think one thing too, especially after you've played with this a little bit, go ahead and click this give feedback button and tell them what you like or not like, or if there's something that you see you're like, okay, let's try this way. I'm sure they would really appreciate that. So, and then if you want to just go back to any person, you can click on any person there. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to show you. From here, you can click on a person, and it'll show you the quick information too about the person and parents. And then that's a way too that you can go back to the tree, or if you want to go back to that person, you can go there. Now let's just check and make sure I added the 1910 census to her. Let's go see what that looks like. So this is Sarah Ann Walkford, and she married my Williams. Okay, and let me show you too. So up here it shows that there is a source, and then let's scroll down. Well, you don't even have to scroll down anymore. You can actually just click sources. I always forget that. It'll take you down to the bottom. And look right there. It says Sarah A. Williams in the household of Luther M. Williams, United States, 1910. So it did it. So let me know if you have questions. If you find something that doesn't work, let me know, and especially send that feedback. And I hope you have a great day.